Greer, co-owner and co-publisher of Campaigns and Elections, back live at the 2024 Reed Awards, and probably one of our attendees who has traveled the furthest to get here. Longtime CNE reader Hans Kirchbaumer of Syntagma Strategies from Austria.
Yeah, correct.
What brings you to Reeds? I mean, campaigns here tend to be very American-centric, but we do get a lot of folks coming across from other countries to see what's happening here. Talk to me about that. What brings you to Reeds to begin with?
Yeah, I mean, it's always, we've been coming here for years now. So one thing is, of course, fostering the relationships with all the other campaigners here, and it's always inspiring, to see what's going on internationally, and especially the US always, is on the latest trends, and it's always good to see what people are working with here, and sometimes what we can bring to the table, and of course what we can bring back as inspiration for future campaigns in Europe.
And there are a lot of campaigns happening across Europe over the next while, a bunch of campaigns in Austria itself. Yeah. Talk to me about that. Give me the kind of campaign landscape. What are kind of the key areas of focus for you there? What are the emerging technologies that you're using, perhaps?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on this year, and then also beginning of next year. So we have different elections from very regional level up to European Union elections. So it's a lot going on in all over the EU. And we see that, of course, digital is evolving, but we also faced with a lot of regulations. Not just with data protection, which is with the GDPR special challenge in Europe, but also when it comes to content and different political information that is spread all over digital. So we see that more and more digital part is taking the lead, also with different AI solutions, and so a lot of strategies start now digital, but of course are spread also in offline.
One of the things I think is interesting when you look at Europe, really a lot of elections outside the US, but particularly in Europe, because of the regulations you touch on. Like here you can essentially do what you want, right? But when you can't do what you want, when there is more restrictions, it kind of drives more innovation, I think. Can you talk to me about, when it comes to something like GDPR, how do you approach that in still being able to develop relationship with voters, to turn people out, to be as targeted as possible, while still complying with the regulations? How do you go about that?
Yeah, I mean, I say sometimes in what you see in the US is that you get such an amount of data to work with that sometimes people get a bit lazy collecting everything. So we, of course, have to do a lot more and need some more effort. So of course that brings innovation, because for us it's important that everyone that we send a text to, send an email to, or also target online really gave us the permission to. So that's makes it a bit harder, but at the same time, if you have the permission, you can do basically whatever you want until the person gets off the permission. But so that's definitely something that brings innovation. And so what we are working on is definitely also developing that further to a space where we not just match the right people, but also match the messages, and that's where it's going.
Final question. When you kind of come here and you chat to consultants here, or you come to events like this, what do you see as areas where American consultants could learn from what folks like yourself are doing in Europe? What are the lessons there that could be applied more here?
I mean, I think it's definitely that the focus on detail when it comes to the matched messaging, I would say. So really, mood optimized, emotion optimized, to really see, not just where the people are and just think about the typical persona, but really check what people are reacting to emotionally, and where you can really motivate them and activate them for a vote.
Perfect. Well, Hans Kirchbaumer, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us at Reeds, and of course, check out more about Syntagma Strategies here or wherever you are watching this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey folks, this is